You know, my addiction actually started in 1970 on Lake Bemidji. I ran the Paul Bunyan Sled Dog Classic with my team of purebred Irish setters, faster than anybody, and it was like getting an injection of cocaine. Had I stuck with cocaine, I'd have been better off. It'd be cheaper and less addictive. But I did race Irish setters for over 20 some odd years. They were faster than any Huskies at that time. I had just a super time running those Irish setters. They are smart and they are fast, but dogs have evolved to become faster. Besides racing, I also did a lot of backcountry travel with them. I took them into places like Ontario Lake on the Manitoba-Ontario border. I lived in Winnipeg at that time. And all the Husky teams had me go first because, first of all, my lead dogs could get us where we wanted to go. And secondly, I wouldn't be running over them, so I stayed in front. And it just seemed to work out really well. I was fortunate in about 1996-97 to go to the motherland of dog mushing. Everybody could probably see that picture and know what that mountain is. If you don't, that is Denali in Alaska. And I went up to Alaska with my dogs and enjoyed great success up there. I ended up loving it so much, the beauty, that I moved to Alaska. And the next shot is a view that I saw quite often out of my bedroom window, the northern lights. Alaska, I might get tears in my eyes because I really miss living up there. But I had the greatest job that allowed me to stay up there. I was a tour manager for a company called John Hall's Alaska out of Lake City, Minnesota. And I got to drive this luxury motor coach. And this is a picture of the actual one that I drove all over Alaska and the Yukon. I got paid really well to show all that beauty to people. Tell me what job you might have that could be better. I don't think there is one, and I do miss that, but I really enjoy what I'm doing right now and where I'm at. And I also got to run my dogs in a place that was absolutely heaven. Here's a trail in the Yukon. That's Kluane Lake at the end of this trail on the Silver Sled Dog Race, which went from Haines Junction to Kluane Lake, 50 miles, and back to Haines Junction the next day. This is typical of the kind of trails that we could run up there, and like I say, they were just a real treat. I also got to race in the immaculate races that are considered the ultimate for sprint racing, which is what I did. This picture is not me, but it's another team in the Fur Rondy in Anchorage. 25 miles a day for 3 days running in the streets of Anchorage and on the trails right in town, and it's a challenge. Also the Open North American in Fairbanks, I ran that in 1998, and again, it's not me, it's hard to take a picture when you're racing, and you can hook up as many dogs as you want. You do 20 miles, and then 25 miles. It's not like the Iditarod, it's entirely different. But after this was the ultimate. Helicopters flying overhead, live checkpoint times, you name it. Well, it's cold in Alaska. We had to build insulated dog houses for all of our dogs, and I did that. We take really good care of our dogs. That's very important to me. And here's a picture of a friend helping me assemble all those insulated houses, and they work really, really well. You're going to see a picture of my dog yard up there, and we changed the houses. And by the way, those dogs aren't dead. They're just sleeping, enjoying the sunlight. And this is spring, and the dogs just really, really enjoy that sunlight. And the mess is because we're switching the houses to their summer houses. Those houses were so expensive to build, the insulated ones, that I didn't really want to leave them in there all summer. Dogs chew on them and that. Well, I left that beauty behind, but there's some beauty I took with me. This lovely lady, Corrine, is now my wife. She was on one of my tours in Alaska. You ever heard the saying, love at first sight? Believe it, it can happen. I never thought it would. But we got married about a year ago. I had to go to Colorado. I had to leave Alaska for legal reasons that I won't get into. That she couldn't leave there. If you want, I'll tell you the story privately. But anyhow, we tried training dogs in the Front Range. Those mountains there, that is the Flatirons outside of Boulder. Some of you might know that. We trained in cow pastures until mother cow attacked Corrine. That she separated the mother from her calf. It was a nightmare, but I mentored her, and she's become a pretty good racer. She has nerves of steel after 22 years as an air traffic controller, so this little thing didn't faze her a bit. We did go to some races in Wyoming, Utah, Montana, and she experienced one training run. This next picture is going to show you her training. Oh, sorry, it's kind of got switched around me. Anyhow, she had one training run, hooked up these dogs, and went to a race in Redstone, Colorado. Nobody told me that the reason most racers didn't go there is the trail was too technical and challenging. Well, like I say, she's got nerves of steel, and she made it around probably more horizontally than vertically. And if you're wondering what they're laughing about, she came in second place in that first race. Well, that cocaine injection is now in her veins, and she's got it now. So she's definitely hooked, although her time is a little bit limited right now for training. And we decided from Colorado we were going to make the move. I promised her. Oh, let me regress for a minute. Dog mushing allows you to spend a lot of time together, and she loves this picture, and I like it too. You know, we train the dogs, race together, we care for the dogs, and it is a great, great family sport. Her 12-year-old daughter is also involved with us. And I promised her we would move somewhere where she could train on snow. You get my point? We bought 40 acres just west of Itasca. We started Sugar Bush Sled Dog Adventures, bought a brand new snowmobile, and we're doing sled dog rides, except for one little thing. In 100 years, it's never been this little amount of snow here, but one of these days, this was taken 2 weeks ago, this picture. We are still training on the, any kids here? Goddamn ATV. Have yet to pull the dog sleds out, and she's not happy, I'm not happy, the dogs aren't happy, but what the heck, we can't change it, we're still going to have fun, and when it does snow, we are going to be happy. To sum all this up, I would not change what I've done for the last 43 years. If I could write a script, I would write exactly what I've done in my life. Dogs have given me tremendous enjoyment. We've got 10 of these little pups right now that I'm having the time of my life raising them, and as soon as it snows, we're going to be out there. Anybody want to go for a ride? We'll take you. Thank you very much.